rock and roll jukebox.
Well, it's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue shoe.
And country girl. All new shows on Spectrum On Air. Visit our website on spectrumonair.com or listen on Mixcloud Live.
Don't forget, you can listen to this radio station on the Get Me Radio platform. Download the Get Me Radio app and listen on your Android or Apple mobile phone, and a whole range of TV apps such as Roku, Fire, Android and Apple TV. You can also listen on Alexa and Google Home devices. Just search for Get Me Radio. Download the apps and listen to this radio station on your favourite devices.
Why not come with me, Tony Ingledown, on a journey in my time tunnel? Broadcast every Monday between 2 and 3 p.m. on Spectrum On Air. I'll be taking a trip down memory lane, playing music from the late 60s through to the 80s. Indulge yourself in some nostalgia and let us go back in time together. That's Tony's Time Tunnel every Monday between 2 and 3 p.m. on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio. I hope that's a date. Don't be late.
Having trouble advertising your act? Need more exposure without breaking the bank? Here at CJC Promotions, we believe that teamwork, bonding and having fun go hand in hand with promoting your work. We believe in artists getting the exposure they deserve without experiencing the stressful side of social media and advertising. With contacts worldwide covering a multidisciplined media environment, we can target your talent so you gain the experience without the consequence of wasted time in unproductive ventures. So, if you are serious about getting your talent out there, just contact Catherine at cjcpromotions.co.uk. That's Catherine at cjcpromotions.co.uk. And remember, our aim is to nurture your talent, not exploit it.
You are listening to Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio.
Hello there everyone, hope you're all keeping well, and welcome back to the Real Room Radio Show on Spectrum On Air, colourful voice of music, of radio even, or music in general. We're still a colourful voice, however way you look at it. Got some great things this week. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to a lad who's going to be talking about some of these songs later. We have Benjamin Russell with us, so you can say hi, Ben, please.
How you doing there?
There we go. Just like to get you in there right away to know that you're here. So Benjamin will be talking about two songs from one of his previous albums that he has. And if any of you watched about a month ago roughly, we had Benjamin on, but the problem we had was that there was no video. It was only sound. So we've managed to get the video now for anyone watching on YouTube. To get on, if you're in any other one you want to watch it on YouTube, just go to spectrumonair.com, and when the main page comes up, click on the YouTube live and that'll take you there. So yeah, we've got a few different things. This is going to be the last show at 8 p.m, and I'll mention again later on. From next week onwards, we're going to an earlier time of 7 p.m, which is better for a lot of people, I think. It's going to work out good. So as of next week. But today, we're here at 8 o'clock, and we're going to have some fun today. Some great music on, and some great entertainers I'll speak about at the time. We're going to start off with, this is one of my favourite bands who have been on the show over the last year. I really, really like them. The name of the band is Bison Hip, and the particular song they're going to sing is called Nothing More, Nothing Less.
Welcome to this
we go. That was Bison Hip and Nothing More, Nothing Less. Now, I can't remember, it comes from an album. I think that was Faster, Stronger or something. It's along that line. And it's a great album. I actually meant to write these things down, and I fell asleep today. But I should have been doing it. So I didn't do that part, but I'm sure you'll find it. All right, just look for Bison Hip on the streaming sites. They're an amazing band, really good. Now, next lads we've got is a guy called Paul Muirhead. Paul, I got to know because he's done an interview a good while back, last year sometime, and since then he's getting a new wee baby as well. So well done to both of them. And yeah, I was going to say about Paul, he's another song called Chairplanes, which is a good song to look out for as well. Some people call it by different names. It's the showground thing, where you hang from these chains, and some people call it swings, but it spins round and you go further out. So he's written a song, it's called Chairplanes. So another one to catch up with here. We're going to play one from now. This one is called Chasing Shadows. So we're going to enjoy this one. This is Paul Muirhead.
Sunshine, but I drowned in driving rain. I can't undo the past now, but the future can't be changed. Your smile, it gives me comfort. It makes this feel like home. Your faith ignites a passion inside I thought was dead and gone. You placed your hand in mine and led me towards the light.
There we are. That was Paul Muirhead and Chasing Shadows. Paul is a good friend of mine as well, and he's great. He's sings some great music. So what do you think of it so far, Benjamin?
I tell you, I'm really impressed. So much good music out there. I think we're blessed by the technology that gives everybody the chance to be part of the thing. Used to be back in the day, you had, before there was radio even, everybody had a piano or a guitar or something. Yeah. But it's kind of coming back to that. Everybody's got a computer. Everybody's got an interface. They got their instruments. Everybody can make music. And it sounds great. A lot of it's amazing.
It really does. There's one of my friends who's going to be coming on next. You talk about going back to the older days. When my wife was young, she met Simon at school. They've been friends since they were 5-year-old. Unfortunately, my wife's not with us now, but Simon still is. And this guy is amazing. He's played with so many other great musicians. He's played with James Last Orchestra. He's played with what's the name? Dusty Springfield. I don't know. There's so much that he's done, and we're going to be having an hour. I think it's going to be about June. We're going to have the other for Simon, and he's going to talk about all the different things that he's done. But we're going to play one of his songs now. So this one is called "I'd Listen to You All Night," and the singer is a guy called Simon Bell.
Give you a chance, keep time to your dance. It's all at your pace, no need for a race. I'd listen to you all night, take comfort, make it alright, long as you need all at your speed. There's time for a break, to make a mistake or two. Here by your side, hoping you'll be my guide. I listen to you all night, take comfort, make it alright, long as you need all at your speed. God only knows why we run our way through life, follow behind or just stop. I don't mind relaxing at last, taking it slow, not fast. I'm lost in your face, finally in my place. I listen to you all night, take comfort, make it alright, long as you need all at your speed. I listen to you all night, take comfort, make it alright, long as you need all at your speed. I listen to you all night, listen. I will take comfort, listen. Make everything feel right, listen.
There we are. That was amazing, Simon Bell, and I listened to you all night. Now, as I said earlier, Simon, an amazing guy. He's worked with so many greats, and you're talking about people like Marvin Gaye. You know, he sent me a photo one time of himself with Frida Payne and Martha Reeves. You know, and he's in between the two of them. I showed it to my daughter, and she went almost hysterical. She's a huge fan of Martha Reeves, so it was great for her. She'd tell all her friends in school, and she was about 14 at the time. None of her friends knew who she was talking about. So it shows you that gap between them. But we're going to be going into Benjamin very shortly. Before we do, we've got a young guy who was on the show 2 weeks ago, the name of Mikey Thomas, and this lovely girl that was on there called Holly Robbins. And I got to meet Holly. I've met Mikey lots of times because I know his dad well, and I've known him since he was about 9-year-old. But Holly I met for the first time actually in that's Monday, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday it was at King Tut's in Glasgow, and a lovely girl. So we're going to play this again this week, and it's a new single. It's coming out this Friday, so it's just a nice time for it. This is Mikey Thomas featuring Holly Robbins. Sorry, I put Robbins down here. That's not right. It's Holly Rowlands. So we'll say that again. Mikey Thomas featuring Holly Rowlands. And the song's called Kiss Me. There we go. That was Mikey Thomas featuring Holly Rowlands, not Holly Robbins, as I said earlier. It was a misprint I put through on this. So keep in mind, she's got a beautiful voice. I heard her singing on her own as well yesterday, and she was actually amazing, a fantastic voice. So she's certainly worth one to look out for. So now comes the big moment this week. We have Benjamin with us, as we said. So Benjamin Russell, we'll say again to you, hiya, how are you?
Nice to be here. I really enjoyed coming on your show.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. We're going to talk about a couple of your songs here. The first one we're talking about is If. When you said it at first, I was wondering if it was maybe the one that Telly Savalas did. You know, if a picture paints 1,000 words, you know. It's Kojak, you know. But I realise it's not that. So tell us a wee bit about If, and of course the name of the album that's on, because I know that the two you're singing, first of all, are going to be from an earlier album.
Right. Well, this album is sort of when there was a space. I made my first record in 1981, vinyl, and I made a bunch of records after that, but I stopped about 2010, I think, was the last album that I made. And then there was a big space. And then came Balance. Elise really got me back into it because I just kind of given up on the business as it was. And, there's a lot of highs and lows that goes with being a creative artist. And that's what the whole album is about. So the two of us wrote this album together. And this particular song, If, I don't know, have you read C.S. Lewis, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
I know bits of it. I haven't actually.
Oh, okay. Well, there's this lion who's like the hero of the story. And he says, never think what might have been. And Elise always tells me about Kierkegaard, this philosopher. She says, no matter what choice you make, you'll always think the other choice might have been better. And sort of that's where this song is coming from. It's
what if? Yeah.
Elise and I, when we met, it was a life-changing moment. And this song, I'm thinking, what if I never met her? And that's really
funny.
Nice.
I think similar to that as well with my wife. When I met my wife, it was all due to different circumstances and how we met up. I was asked her to do something for my dad. She's great at poetry, and it was one of my dad's biggest birthdays coming up, and I wanted her to write something for that, and she did, and she wrote about it. She's leaving it with us, so I let her the idea, and I come up again to see it. And this time it was come up to Valentine's Day, and my dad's birthday was on the 13th, and of course Valentine's the 14th. So when I went up, she asked me, have you got your car with you? I said, no, I've no. She says, well, I'm going to ask you to drop me off at our friends who stayed round the corner from me. I said, I'll just get a taxi and I'll drop you there. So we did that. We got a taxi. I said, the friend, as it turned out, wasn't in. I didn't want to leave her there because she'd never got a taxi there. I thought, we'll walk across the railway bridge to the busy road. You'll get a taxi there. Now, for some reason, the taxi never came. And I said, ever getting cold? I said, do you want to go for a quick drink? Now, that's went from there. And now we'd been happily married for a lot of years. I just said that in 2020 I lost her, but, it's she's still a huge bit of my life, and always
no
will
kidding.
be, But that's, again, that what if, so you never know.
Just the smallest difference could completely change the world. The butterfly effect.
Exactly. So we're going to listen to it now. So for everyone listening here, this is Benjamin Russell, and this song is called If.
I want to tell you
might have been. Life is better now. We got through somehow. Made a promise, kept our vow. Glad we're saved from cliffs. Coulda, woulda, ifs. Coulda, woulda, if. Life is full of ifs. Coulda, woulda, if. Glad we're saved from cliffs.
There we are. I really enjoyed that one. Really nice one. Thanks, Benjamin.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great song. Just something about it. I don't know. Somehow a song hits you in a certain place, you know, and you just know that's, I like that. And that's the kind of effect I got from that almost right away when I started playing it. It's just something that, yeah.
That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
It makes my purpose.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. I like that one. So we're going to move on to the next song you're going to talk about is again from the same album. Is it Balance? The album said
That's right.
Yeah, Balance. And this one is Word You Make Me Feel. So tell us a wee bit about how we come to that one. What that was about.
Well, it's kind of the opposite of if. This is when I know you're there and I'm here and we're together and it's great. It's a real up. It's how you feel when you're in love and everything is just clicking. It's how I felt when I met Elise.
Yeah,
and it's funny. A DJ friend of mine played me Avicii's "Wake Me Up" when it first came out. And I really loved that track, and it inspired me musically on this. You don't hear it so much at the beginning, but towards the end, you'll probably pick up the Avicii influence.
We all have influences here. A lot of my songs as well, especially my more recent ones. I find that, a bit like I said, I took a break from music.
Right.
And my grandson was starting to get involved in music and doing musical theatre, etc. And he did some great stuff, as Oliver and things. He really did a great job. But he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. And I thought, well, I'm not doing it now because I'm not taking him to these mic nights, etc. Open mics. I thought, I might as well do something myself. So I started going and singing a couple of songs. And before I knew it, I started writing again,
That's wonderful.
And one of the guys I've got working with me just now, he took over from Mid-Jour when his earlier bands split up. And then only after that, he was playing the Jones. He moved on with a guy called Brian McGee, who was the original drummer with Simple Minds. And him and Brian and a couple of other guys, they moved into a band that was almost ready for them. And similar in a sense, similar to some of your music. But the guy's a great musician, and I've got him working with me on this new album.
Nice.
And we're going to call it the same name as the band we had when we were young, when we were about 17. We had this band together called White Light.
It's a great name.
Yeah, White Light, White Heat, obviously,
Not lightning, light. Not white lightning.
So I'm looking forward to getting everything sorted with him. We're halfway through a small album with him, so that'll be good fun.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. I hope so. So I'm looking forward to this next song of yours. So this song's called Words You Make Me Feel, and let's hear it now. This is again Benjamin Russell.
You make me feel like I could live forever, young and happy for all time. And who's to say that that could never happen? When I'm with you, I feel so fine. I feel like I could climb up any mountain and see as far as I could see. Oh, I could fly right now across the ocean. When I'm with you, I feel so free. Just say the word and I'll answer with the beating of my heart. I won't forget, no, I'll remember that you're a living work of art. Just say the word and I'll answer with the beating of my heart. Don't you forget, no, you'll remember how much I've loved you from the start. You open up a place so far inside me. I didn't know that it was there. I'm not afraid to share my deepest feelings. Didn't know how much I could care. Just say the word and I'll answer with the beating of my heart. I won't forget, no, I'll remember that you're a living work of art. Just say the word and I'll answer with the beating of my heart. Don't you forget, no, you'll remember how much I've loved you from the start. You make me feel like I could live forever, young and happy for all time. And who's to say that that could never happen? When I'm with you, I feel so fine. I feel like I could climb up any mountain and see as far as I could see. Oh, I could fly right now across the ocean. When I'm with you, I feel so free.
Ooh, yeah, I love that one. It brings memories. Kraftwerk.
Oh yeah.
I loved the album they had with the model on it. It was a great album.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me, and it also reminds me a bit of Tubeway Army. I don't know if you had them over in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary
Newman's old band.
Yeah, and again, I can hear wee bits of that here and there, you know. So yeah, it's a great song. Really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, both of them. I don't have to listen to the whole album now.
That album, there was a lot of composing done on it. Like, I don't know if you heard, like, there's horns and all different things.
Yeah.
But I was actually composing that with using notation software and writing things with that. So it's a different album from most of the other ones. It's a special one for me.
I've got one of these notation softwares as well. I've never used it.
Which one?
It comes, is it Notion, I think it's called?
That's the one I use, yeah.
Yeah, well, I use...
PreSonus Studio One.
Yeah, Studio One. Studio 17, and I do the monthly
subscription.
So, yeah, it's an amazing piece of software. Especially if you're taking it, you think of the price of that compared to some of the other ones that are about doing a similar thing, you know.
I'll tell you, I've been using stuff since way before there were computers, like MIDI sequencers and all that. So it's wonderful having something like Studio One to work with.
I had some of these. You're talking about the MIDIs, and you actually could write in the notes that you wanted in particular instrument, you know, and make the song up from scratch, you know.
It could be like 5 numbers for each note. One for when it starts, one for when it ends, one for how loud it is.
Yeah. I definitely love my Studio One. I moved from Pro Tools a long time ago, and well, when I got it was in version 2. We're now in version 7.
Yeah.
It's much cheaper than Pro Tools as well, and it does a lot more than what that does as well. So,
well, you know what? I used to write for music magazines, and part of my job was to do product reviews. So I've used them all, and you know, I was a big Logic fan, and I still use it sometimes. But I primarily Studio One.
The thing is, I always feel that if it does the job that you want, then it's the best one for you. That's simple, you know. I prefer that. It doesn't mean someone else is going to say, well, I'm going to quit Logic and I'm going to use this, you know.
You know what? It's like taking photographs. Best camera is the one you have in your hand.
Exactly.
When you see something.
Too true. We're going to move on. There's a guy coming on next, a good friend of mine. It's called the Jimmy Hoo-Ha. There's a story behind that, and I can't quite remember the story. His name is James, obviously, but I can't remember exactly the full story. He did it as a laugh somewhere, and the name stuck, and it's been there ever since. The song he was going to do is a song called 1989. Now, he recorded that here in my studio, and I helped out with some of the recording. I think that's one I played bass on. I know he played bass in one of them, and his other friend Stuart played bass in others, and I did other things, backing harmonies, etc. I know I've done some of them as well. So what I did in this one, I just can't remember. Or remember when I hear it. So we're going to listen to it anyway. This is the Jimmy Hoo-Ha, and the song is called 1989.
COVID in the water, COVID in the sky, COVID on the wrapping of my macaroni pie, COVID waiting for me when I get out of my bed, COVID on the telly telling me who's dead. I just don't know what's going on. Tell me, do you? When I try to see things as they are, it gets skewed. COVID when I wake up, COVID when I sleep, COVID at the shopping mall, COVID on the street, COVID at the coffee shop, and on the toilet handle, COVID in the White House, causing such a scandal. I just don't know what's going on. Tell me, do you? When I try to see things as they are, it gets skewed. Can you take me back in time to 1989? 1989. Can you take me back in time to 1989? 1989. COVID over easy, COVID on the rocks, COVID at the seaside, COVID down the docks, COVID on the internet, COVID on the news, COVID on a soapbox, and a new pair of shoes. I just don't know what's going on. Tell me, do you?
There we go. That was Jimmy Hoo Ha and 1989. Now we need to move a bit because we've got a couple more songs to go through before we get back to Benjamin again towards the end. So the next one coming up is a girl called Zoe Eliza. Again, Zoe I got to know quite well. She comes from, I think, the Wirral area. She's living up in Scotland at the moment, so great to her. This is a song from Zoe Eliza, and this one is called Black Heart.
Rising up and rising over. The sea is harsh. Well, the sky just dark and sober. It stole the stars. And who am I to question the chaos like sea? For there's a darker heart in front of me. So I'll run with him when he becomes the storm. And tell your deity that I found warmth. So I'll run with him into the dark, into the storm of your. Your black heart. Well, the dark, it called me from the altar and it pulled me down. Tell me just what you see, sir. A middle ground. And never was I faultless, but I find no hope. And there's a kinder hell where the words that he spoke. So I'll run with him when he becomes the storm. And tell your deity that I found warm. So I'll run with him into the dark, into the storm of your. Your black heart. So I'll run with him when he becomes the storm. And tell your deity that I found warm. So I'll run with him into the dark, into the storm
There we go.
of your.
Benjamin next.
Your black heart.
There we go. That was Zoe Eliza there. A great singer. Really like listening to her. And I've listened to her live as well. So definitely worth listening to. We're going to change the last few around. We're going to go to Benjamin again, just to take up a bit more of the time, because I don't mind staging myself out. I don't want to stage Benjamin out. So, Waves. Now, is this a new single you have? I know you've got new videos for some of
The
the...
video's coming in about a month, and it's fun. I think everybody's going to like it. This is the song that you get when a sea shanty meets Virginia Woolf.
I've never imagined that before. Of course, it's the title of your latest album as well.
That's right. That's right.
So let's listen to it now then, and say thank you, Benjamin, for being here. It's been fantastic having you on the show. Great.
It's been a real
catch
pleasure.
up.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely for us to, I can assure you. So we're going to play Benjamin now, and this one is called Waves.
Once there was a river and it fed to the sea. Down from the mountain it followed me. First it was a trickle and then it was a stream. It merged as you merged with me.
There we go. That was Benjamin Russell and the album, his new album, Waves, and that's the title track. It's been fantastic having them here today, and we will hopefully get them back. I'm thinking maybe later in the year, Benjamin, maybe get in and do an hour live with playing your songs and speaking, etc.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
I've got a few more coming up for. I'll really get to May and June covered, so maybe in about August or thereabouts. We'll get you back on and we'll play some more.
Be my pleasure to come back and do this again.
Yep, definitely. So looking forward to that, and say thanks again for being here for us. Really enjoyed it. Going to play it out now. Remember, next week 7 p.m. in British time for the new show next week. Okay, 7 p.m. from now on, and we'll see you then. So this is me playing out with a song that I played. I didn't write it. Wish I had. It's called Carolina in My Mind.
Sunshine, can't you just feel the moon shining? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk away and watch it shining. Watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing now. I'm crying and I've gone to Carolina in my mind. There ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love is the finest thing around. Something soft and kind. And hey babe, the sky's on fire. I'm dying and I've gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind I've gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Dark and silent late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Flying dogs are by.